Well, it is finally here, the AFL 2024 Grand Final, and the Swans have made it again, the second time in 3 years, but we face last year's runners-up, Brisbane, so we're going to see how we do. But first, let's check on how we did last week with our predictions. Well, last week we started on Friday the 20th with Swans versus Port, and it was a pretty straightforward win for Swans. I never really feared Port Adelaide because I just could not see them getting over the line. And with how well Swans have been playing, it was a fairly simple game. I expected it to be certainly not as close as last week. I didn't necessarily expect it to be much of a blowout. So I did Sydney Swans to win by 20. Yeah, in fact, they won by 36, so they actually did better than I predicted. I do get the 1 point for the win, and the majority picked Swans. Only 27% of you guys picked Port to win this, and it makes sense. It was at the SCG. Swans finishing top of the league. Some very good performances as well against a Port side who have been inconsistent, and you never know when they're turning up. So that was thoroughly predicted, to be honest. The next game and our opponents in the grand final, it was a very close game. Geelong were 1 point up with about 2 minutes to go roughly, and then all of a sudden, bang, Brisbane took the lead and they won by 10 points. Now, I did go for Geelong to win because I could see that it could possibly be that rematch of 2 years ago when we went to the grand final. We were there. And unfortunately, we can't make it this year. I'm gutted. But I thought maybe we could get the redemption. So we're just going to have to beat Brisbane instead. But what a game. What a game. It was neck and neck. It was back and forth. And what a finish. Those last 3-5 minutes or whatever were incredible. Such good to watch. It was really fun. Unfortunately, I picked the wrong team. I picked Cats, so I get absolutely nothing for that game. So after the prelim finals, here is the league table, the penultimate final table here. Now, Think Outside the Square is top, and he is going to be very difficult to beat now because he is just 1 point, just over 1.5 points ahead of Judo Ezza. So that may be sealed now. 1 point behind is then Stinky Pinky. Rach is up to 4th now. I think it's potentially still all to play for the 2nd to 5th, maybe 6th. Yin has gone down too. Yin was doing fantastic and has dropped. There's not going to be much movement. There is some though. Oh my god. Enyel is up 12 places. Only 2 games played and up 12 places. That is insane. And gets the golden hat. Jaden Saints is up 11 places as well. That is some big movement from only 2 games. Then Jason's down 5. Down 6 is Jackson and Gurud. Up 8 is Arlo Wright. 11 is Outback Recluse. And 14, Banana Jojo. I cannot believe there's that much movement with only 2 games played. That's insane. Down 8 is Tasha. Down 7 is Keyboard Warrior. Up 13 is Superstar. Where am I? Down 11 is Ragnarok X. Down 12, Genius. Wow. David L up 6. Down 7 is Limos. Up 7, Brighton. Samster up 4. Up 17, DJD. That is crazy. Up 7, Ryan Meester. Up 4 is me. I'm in 53rd place. I can get up into the top 50. That is the goal. Top 50. Okay, we've got a few. Papa Cryptic, Marie Formica, down 7. Go Bloods, Mike Joe, down 8. Down 8, Bulldogs Rule. Up 11 is Magpie Paulie. The wooden spoon this week, though, goes to Hazy. Right, let's see where everyone else finished. Have a look for your name. See where you are. Little less movement as the further we go down. Let's see. We've got loads of people in here. It's brilliant to see. And there we are to finish off. So the final game of the 2024 season comes down to this. It is at the MCG on Saturday, the 28th of September. Over 100,000 people in the MCG. It is Sydney Swans versus Brisbane Lions. Now, if you look at the league table, Sydney Swans were flying pretty much all the season. They had a couple of blips, but nothing major. They finished on 68 points. Brisbane, they did pretty well. They slipped out of the top 4, but impressive that they were able to still reach the grand final playing an extra game than the Swans had to play. Maybe that will be a bonus for us. We would have had maybe more rest time, players maybe more fit than Brisbane players. We will see. But Brisbane finished 5th on 58 points. Who is going to win? Who is going to win? After up there Kazali's played, who will win at the final siren? Sydney Swans, of course. Now, both teams, though, they have got some redemption, don't they? They need to get the win. Both teams came runners-up in the last 2 years at grand finals. So this is redemption. So, Sydney Swans, my final prediction of the season. Sydney Swans are going to win by 45 points. Now, last year's was quite close, but Sydney Swans versus Geelong was a bit of a washout, right? It was depressing being a Swans fan sitting in the MCG, I can tell you that for nothing. But it's going to be the other way around this year. We've got the likes of Heaney, Papley. They're going to have a flyer. We are going to win by 45 points. That is my final prediction of the season. Now, come back next week where we will see how we did, where everyone finished, and my league predictions at the start compared to how they finished off. But thank you so much for joining me all season. You guys are amazing. I'm gutted to not be down under for the first time in 3 years, but thank you so much. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.